team by divining rod out of a broken valve mare, and I'm thinking maybe that one's going to be better with a little more distance than the 6 furlongs that he will get today. So I'm going to try to beat him with Enforcer, and I thought Swath and Outcome from Tom Drury and Brendan Walsh's barns, respectively, for some very strong connections. Mater in race 9.
Make sure you mark that down, 8-1. As Tom mentioned, good day, featured race, 30th running of the Rudin Riddle Dowager, race number 7. Post time for that one at 4:12 Eastern time. 9 races ahead. It's Heroes Day presented by Rubicon, as we will have the presentation of the colors here in just a matter of minutes. So another fantastic Sunday here, final Sunday of the meet here at Keeneland.
Yeah, hard to believe after today. Just got, 4 days left to wrap this thing up, and then we'll start thinking about the Breeders' Cup.
The Breeders' Cup, and then right on into the Keeneland November sale, which starts Wednesday, November 10th. For Tom, I'm Scott. Enjoy a beautiful day here today at Keeneland.
The November sale is a destination event for buyers and sellers around the world.
The ambiance during the September sale was incredible.
As we move into Keeneland November, I think people will find a new experience, a new atmosphere, new optimism. Anybody who participates, buying and selling, when they participate in Keeneland, they're reinvesting in the industry. That is the mission. It allows us to build for the future, and the future is bright.
The future is bright at Keeneland November.
Together from every corner of the globe in pursuit of the one reward that sets the special few apart, the title of World Champion. Don't miss racing's ultimate coronation, the Breeders' Cup World Championships at Del Mar, only on NBC.
When it comes to hybrid technology, nobody has more models to choose from than Toyota. From the Prius to America's best-selling car, Camry, and best-selling SUV, RAV4, to the first-ever Corolla Hybrid, the best-in-class Highlander Hybrid, the first-ever Sienna Hybrid minivan, and Venza, the first exclusively all-wheel drive hybrid. They all come with a new 10-year, 150,000-mile battery warranty. For great deals on all Toyota hybrids, go to buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Keeneland Racecourse. We direct your attention to the paddock where Sergeant Carson Williams and the United States Marine Corps Color Guard from Military Police Company Alpha, 4th Law Enforcement Battalion in Lexington, present the colors for today's ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, Keeneland is delighted to welcome Dr. Everett McCorvey, worldwide performer and director and executive producer of University of Kentucky Opera Theater, Dr. McCorvey, to perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Dr. Everett McCorvey, thank you. At this time, Keeneland pauses to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the attacks on 9/11. Please join us in a moment of silence for the men and women who lost their lives on that tragic day. Thank you. At this time, Keeneland is proud to recognize Jonathan Grollo from Traffic as the Employee of the Day. Congratulations, Jonathan. Ladies and gentlemen, today Keeneland is proud to honor the men and women who serve our community with Heroes Day, presented by Rubicon. Keeneland extends a warm welcome to military and first responders, including law enforcement officers, firefighters, EMTs, healthcare workers, and their families joining us today. We welcome these families to join us in the North Terrace for lunch provided by City Barbecue and children's activities from now until 4 p.m.
In the event of an emergency, Keeneland is dedicated to ensuring the safety of our patrons. This video illustrates the proper evacuation protocol from all locations in the Keeneland Grandstand facility. Depending on the nature of the emergency, directions may be altered. Please remain calm and follow the direction of guest services and security personnel. Patrons should never use elevators during an evacuation. Patrons in the corporate boxes, Eclipse Room, and Phoenix Room should exit using the stairway located near Elevator A. Proceed down the stairs to the ground floor and veer right to exit through the lower club entrance. Patrons in the Lafayette Room, Keeneland Room, Lexington Room, and Kentucky Room should exit using the stairway located near Elevator B. Proceed down the stairs to the ground floor and exit through the paddock area using the East Gate. Patrons in the third floor main clubhouse and clubhouse paddock dining rooms should exit using the stairway located near Elevator A. Proceed down the stairs to the ground floor and veer right to exit through the lower club entrance. Patrons in the Bluegrass Room and third floor ITW area should exit using the stairway located near Elevator B. Proceed down the stairs to the ground floor and exit through the paddock area using the East Gate. Patrons in the Finish Line Room and Green Room should exit using the stairway leading to the North Terrace. Proceed down the stairs to the second level and through the doors outside. Proceed down the stairs to the ground level and exit through the North Gate. Patrons in the outside reserved grandstand seats and boxes should proceed down the nearest stairway to the ground level. Proceed under the grandstand towards the paddock area and exit via the nearest point of exit, the South Gate or the East Gate. Patrons in the second floor main clubhouse dining room and life members room should exit using the stairway on the south side of the administrative offices. Proceed down the stairs to the ground floor and exit through the South Gate. Patrons in the second floor clubhouse paddock dining room and clubhouse tavern should exit using the stairway located near Elevator A. Proceed down the stairs to the ground floor and veer right to exit through the lower club entrance. Patrons in the mezzanine bar and second floor ITW area should exit using the stairway located near Elevator B. Proceed down the stairs to the ground floor and exit through the paddock area using the East Gate. Patrons in the sports bar and cantina should exit through the doors leading to the North Terrace. Proceed down the stairs to the ground level and exit through the North Gate. Patrons in the lower club, clubhouse lawn, club lobby, and director's room should proceed toward the clubhouse parking lot using the nearest point of exit. Patrons in the gift shop should proceed toward the South Gate using the nearest point of exit. Patrons in the apron area should proceed under the grandstand towards the paddock area and exit via the nearest point of exit, the South Gate, or the East Gate. Patrons in the equestrian room and first floor Brats and Brew should proceed towards the North Terrace and exit through the North Gate. Patrons in the paddock area and North Terrace should proceed toward the nearest point of exit, the South Gate, East Gate, or North Gate. After evacuating the facility, please remain calm and follow the direction of guest services and security personnel in the safest route to return to your vehicle. Thank you for your attention and cooperation.
In the winner's circle for Keeneland's first race, number 3, Curbs and Cones. A homebred for Brett Jones, trained by Larry Jones. They are at the post. And they're off. Top Gun Girl out for the lead. Omaha Red and Faithful Ruler have early speed as well. Levy Proud is up close and now moves up into second now to press the issue for the lead. Sovereign of Speed moves a close fourth as they head up the back stretch. Faithful Ruler backs away from that speed battle up front, back into the 5th position toward the outside. And then Sutherland, who is 7th down toward the inside of horses. Atros is a wide 8th. Shannon Run moves up 2 spots from 9th in between horses, now moves down toward the rail. And then further back it is Malibu Time, who's caught wide, a dozen lengths off the lead. Inbound is back in the 10th position and is followed by Little Man Can. Street Commander last, 21.89 seconds for that opening quarter. A quarter mile to go. Top Gun Girl to catch, and Top Gun Girl leads it by 3 lengths. Sovereign of Speed has lost ground. Levy Proud is in second. Atros is third up on the outside. Inbound going to run late, looks toward the inside in the 4th position, but Top Gun Girl a 3-length lead. Atros from the outside, inbound there to the inside. Sutherland runs on late from 4th. Top Gun Girl in front by 3. Top Gun Girl, John Velasquez, Top Gun Girl to win it. Atros was home second. Sutherland was up. Number 6, Top Gun Girl, owned by Slam Dunk Racing of Nick Casado, trained by Wesley Ward. The jockey, John Velasquez. They are at the post. And they're off. There goes Brother Aaron from the outside for the lead. Quick return is there down toward the inside. These two now come forward, joined by Petit Verdot, third up on the far outside. Quick return, moves up against the rail, has the lead only by a neck. As Brother Aaron goes second, a half length between horses. Petit Verdot, third up on the far outside, and then Air War, fourth back toward the inside. Soaring Bird alongside of that one in fifth, and finally Inventing Blame. Opening quarter went in 23.01 seconds. Top three separated by less than length. Petit Verdot moves on the far outside. Brother Aaron is between horses, and Quick Return is against the rail. They're on even terms, those three, as they move for the top of the stretch. Soaring Bird is 5 lengths away in the fourth position, goes toward the far outside. Air War and then Inventing Blame, who trails into the stretch. Quick Return has a narrow lead, and Petit Verdot and Soaring Bird down the far outside are there. Brother Aaron is fighting on. Soaring Bird has clear running down the center of the racetrack. Soaring Bird, fourth, third, second, front now, leading it by 2. Soaring Bird, Chase Miller, and Soaring Bird to win it. Brother Aaron across the line in the winner's circle for Keeneland's third race, number 3, Soaring Bird, owned by Lewis Hoagland, Gary Flood, and Michael Portman. Trained by Waylon. First wire. They are at the post. They're off. Smoking Hot Bobby goes out for the lead, but so does Microcap, and Microcap's a step quicker. Smoking Hot Bobby will go second for the move to the first turn. Beach Flower up on the far outside, and then Fire Coral back toward the inside. Amelia's Moon, last of the 5 here early, draws alongside of Fire Coral, though, at the back of the pack. Back up front, Microcap leads. Microcap saves the ground from the inside starting spot, leads it by a length and a half. Smoking Hot Bobby second by a head. Beach Flower circles up to the far outside from third, now to challenge for second and to challenge for the lead. Fire Coral content to bide time at the fourth position, joined by Amelia's Moon at the back off the first turn. 24.3 seconds for the opening quarter. Up the backstretch they go. Microcap, Beach Flower, they go at it for the top spot. Smoking Hot Bobby is next in between horses. There's Fire Coral inching forward against the rail from the fourth position, just over 2 lengths from the front. Amelia's Moon, meantime, is going to go to the far outside in the clear and starts moving up, picks up 2 positions from the back as they head for the far turn. Still 2 lengths from the front pair, though. 48.47 for that first half mile. Front pair being Microcap and Beach Flower, separated by a neck. Microcap is the leader. Here's Amelia's Moon third, a length off the front duo, starting to draw alongside. Midway on the far turn, Fire Coral is fourth down toward the inside. Smoking Hot Bobby is now last of the 5 as they reach the quarter pole. Amelia's Moon gears up, swings up to the far outside. Microcap still leads it by a neck. Beach Flower is third between that pair as they turn for home. Fire Coral is fourth, 5 lengths away. Here's Amelia's Moon going at it with Microcap for the lead. Into the final furlong, Microcap the leader. Amelia's Moon needs to find more in the second position. Gap of 3 back to Fire Coral in third. Microcap turns back the challenges in deep stretch. Microcap, James Graham on top. Late run Fire Coral. Microcap in front. Microcap at the wire. Microcap wins the Microcap, owned by Gulliver Racing LLC of Phil Bongiovanni. Trained by Grant Forster. Jockey James Graham. And they're off. El Ahijado and War Machine both have early speed. There's Hot Stove League moving up from the outside. Hard Knocking up close to the pace as well, joined by 7 Channels to the far outside as the field moves into the first turn. War Machine gets over to the rail, has the lead here as they head around the turn, leads it by just a length. Hot Stove League second up on the outside. El Ahijado to the inside is in third. Hard Knocking fourth between horses. 7 Channels, 3 wide off the first turn in fifth. Caveat Emptor travels a lane off the rail in the 6th position. Private Island, 7th up on the outside. Leblon back toward the rail is in 8th. Assiduously is 9th up the back stretch. Major Sparks in 10th. Arabian Prince last of the 11. 23.88 seconds for the opening quarter. Midpoint of the back stretch. War Machine leading Hot Stove League only by a half length. Then a gap of 3.5 more back to Hard Knocking third ahead outside of El Ahijado, who's fourth. Caveat Emptor is 5th in between horses. 7 Channels outside of that one starts moving up around the far turn. Still with ground to make up. 47.98 seconds for the first half mile. 7 channels, still 6 lengths from the front. War Machine is the leader. War Machine around the far turn, leading Hot Stove League a length and a half. Gap of 4 more lengths. Back to Hard Knocking in third. 7 channels in fourth. Caveat Emptor still back toward the inside in fifth. 7 lengths from the front. War Machine has the lead. Caveat Emptor to the inside. Hard Knocking to the outside. Both have work to do. Private Island down the far outside. War Machine with Caveat Emptor running after him. War Machine has the lead. Caveat Emptor 2 lengths away. Private Island to third. War Machine in front of length. Caveat Emptor, then Private Island. War Machine at the line. War Machine wins it by a neck. Instead, number 7, War Machine, owned by the Mount Brilliant Farm LLC of Greg Goodman, trained by Michael Stidham, Tyler Gaffalione. First wire. They are at the post. And they're off. There goes Mystic Knight. There's Bourbon Calling from the outside. Here's quarterback Dak between that pair. Quarterback Dak moves through and takes the lead heading to the first turn. Mystic Knight is there toward the inside. And then Bourbon Calling up on the outside. It moves up into the third position around the turn. A short list gets over to the rail and occupies the fourth spot. Joined there by Candy Tycoon, who's fifth alongside and now taking fourth by just a neck. Break of 3 more lengths back to 20 twice, and Bo Luminare, who moves up 1 spot from last, 24.91 seconds. The time for that first quarter. Quarterback Dak is against the rail, leading at 3/4 of a length onto the back stretch. Bourbon Calling, second by a length and a half. Candy Tycoon, third by a head. Mystic Knight, fourth to the inside of that one. Then a gap of 2 more lengths. The short list to the rail in fifth by a half length. Bo Luminare in sixth. Break of 3 more back to 20 twice, who is seventh and last. It was 49.35 seconds for the first half mile. Quarterback Dak, the leader. Quarterback Dak on top by a length at the entry to the far turn. And Bourbon Calling second a half length. Mystic Knight looks for running room toward the inside. In third, a length and a half off the lead. In the meantime, Candy Tycoon rallies back up around the outside from fourth to third within a length of the front pair. The front pair being quarterback Dak and Bourbon Calling. They go at it. A quarter mile to go for the lead. And Candy Tycoon tries to join them in third to the top of the short stretch. Now Bo Luminare tries to get engaged in fourth. Still 5 from the lead. Short list looks to the inside. And 20 twice going to swing wide from the back of the pack. Bo Luminare tries to get on track to come after Bourbon Calling, and the final furlong is wide open. Short list up the inside. Bo Luminare down the far outside, and still fighting on Bourbon Calling. Bourbon Calling, Bo Luminare. These two for Keeneland's 6th race, the Claiborne Farm Julep Cup. Number 2, Bo Luminare, owned and bred in Kentucky by Linda Pavey, trained by Rodolphe Brisset. They are at the post. And they're off in the Perryville. Boca Boy, quick into stride, soup and sandwich. There to the inside, Cool Quest far outside, Irish Unity up close. Heading up the backstretch, Boca Boy gets over to the rail. Irish Unity and Cool Quest there on the far outside. Top 3 separated by a neck here early on. Soup and Sandwich pipeline to the outside. And followed by Runway Magic out in the center of the track, who travels along in the 6th position. Then a break of 4 more lengths back to He's My Honey Badger, who is 7th a length and a half. It is followed by Pickin' Time in 8th. Break of 5 more lengths. Ram is last of the 9. 22.16 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Boca Boy and Cool Quest going at it for the lead. Cool Quest from the outside. Boca Boy at the rail. Pipeline is third and swings up to the far outside. 3 lanes off the rail. A length off the front pair. Soup and Sandwich just inside of Irish Unity, who's there in between horses, running 3 lengths from the front. Runway Magic has to go wide to the top of the stretch and is still 6 from the lead. Cool Quest has the lead coming off the far turn, and here's Pipeline moving up behind that one. Boca Boy has lost ground. Irish Unity in 4th. He's My Honey Badger swings to the outside from 5th. 5 from the front. Cool Quest Pipeline 1-2. He's My Honey Badger tries to join that pair. Ram is going to run late on the grandstand side. He's My Honey Badger and Ram on the far outside trying to chase down Pipeline. Cool Quest backs up. He's My Honey Badger right alongside of Pipeline, and Ram is coming on. These 3 down to the wire. Ram is trying at the wire. Photo for the win. Either He's My Honey Badger or 7, the official results for Keeneland's 7th race in the winner's circle. Number 4, He's My Honey Badger takes the Perryville, owned by Steve Landers Racing LLC of at the post. And they're off. Mr. Dumas there in the opening strides. Here comes Mega City moving out toward the center of the course. Busy Channel going to try to go with that one. Mega City to the front, clears the inside traffic, gets down next to the rail. Busy Channel goes second up on the outside. Mr. Dumas slides over toward the inside in the third position. English Hierarchy trails 23.14 for the quarter, 46.73 for the opening half mile. Mega City the leader. Mega City on top by a length. The Busy Channel second, a length. Mr. Dumas against the rail in third. English Speed between horses is fourth. Silver in lie far outside in fifth. 3 lanes off the rail onto the far turn. Silver in lie is 5 lengths from the front. Spectacular Gem back toward the rail in the 6th position. And then further back, Big Dreaming, who's still toward the outside, and Big Dreaming looks for some running room, still 8 lengths from the lead. They turn for home. Mega City is the leader by 2 to Busy Channel in second, Mr. Dumas third, and now Mega City opens up by 3. Big Dreaming tries to get untracked up toward the outside, still in the 4th position. It is Mega City by 3 lengths. Mr. Dumas, Big Dreaming. Mega City by 2. Mr. Dumas, Big Dreaming. Mega City tough with the lead for Joe Rocco Jr. Mega City wins it. Head bobbing photo for the runner-up spot. Official winner of Keeneland's 8th race, the Paramount, number 10, Mega City. Mega City owned by Blackout Racing Stables of Kyle McGinty, owned also. They are at the post. 7th, Shalimar Gardens back toward the inside 8th. Super Sensational, Obligatory, and Zayn Al-Arab all far back coming into the stretch. Here's Miss Speedy chasing after Scylla. And then Joy's Rocket to the outside and Caribou Swirl down the far outside. Super Sensational 7 lengths away. Scylla, Caribou Swirl on the outside. Joy's Rocket between that pair. Joy's Rocket with the head in front, 16th pole. Caribou Swirl is still trying on the outside. Joy's Rocket, Caribou Swirl, driving finish, head bobbing photo for the win of the Lexus Raven Run. 9th race, 23rd running of the Lexus Raven Run, Grade 2, number 8, Caramel Swirl, owned by Godolphin LLC of Mohammed Al Maktoum and others, trained by Bill Mott. They are at the post, and they are off. There goes El Socio. El Socio for the lead. Nice Ace kicks in from the outside, and Wing Commander is away fast between horses as well. El Socio to the inside has the lead. Wing Commander goes second between horses. Nice Ace. Third up on the far outside, Pine Knoll stays outward from the rail in fourth. Loses 1 spot as Ginsburn moves by to the inside against the rail, saving ground around the turn. Goes to fourth, now up to challenge for third. 2 lengths of the lead goes Ginsburn. Then a break of 3 more lengths back to Pine Knoll. Settles toward the center of the pack, racing in the 5th position. Then a gap of 2 more lengths back to Ricochet in 6th. Santine is in the 7th spot. Healing is 8th, and then a gap of 6 more back of that one to Nathan Detroit in 9th. It was 23.53 seconds for the opening quarter. El Socio, the leader. El Socio leads at 3/4 of a length. Wing Commander second ahead. Nice Ace third up on the outside. Ginsburn is 4th against the rail. Pine Knoll between horses, and Ricochet there to the far outside. 47.27 seconds the time for the opening half mile. Further back, Santine, Healing, and Nathan Detroit. Midway on the final turn, El Socio the leader by a length. Nice Ace in the 2nd position, and now Pine Knoll and Ricochet moving as a team toward the far outside. 5 lengths off the lead though. El Socio the leader into the stretch. The lead is 3. Pine Knoll taking aim. Ricochet, then Santine on the far outside in the final furlong. El Socio the leader. Santine on the far outside. Pine Knoll between horses. Here's Santine gobbling up ground and moving forward. 4th to 3rd to 2nd to a narrow lead and deep stretch. Santine, Adam Busquetza rally for the victory. Pine Knoll second, and then it was Ricochet. Winner circle for Keeneland's 10th and final race, the Crestwood. Number 6, Santine. Godolphin goes back-to-back to close the card as both owner and breeder. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Keeneland Racecourse. The main track is listed muddy. The turf is listed good. We are off the turf for race 2 today. We are off the turf for race 2. The remaining turf races remain on the turf as scheduled. It is listed good. Contrary to the program, the rail is set at 20 feet on the turf course today. Let's take a look at all the program changes as they currently stand. First race starts the first of the day's rolling doubles and pick threes, also begins the early pick 5. In the opener, scratch number 1, Vidal. Scratch number 1, Vidal. As a result of that scratch, no superfecta on the first race. Jockey change on the 5, Old Town Road. That'll be Tyler Gaffalione. Number 5, Old Town Road. The jockey, Tyler Gaffalione. Overweight, the 6, Come Alone. The jockey, 1 pound over. 6, Come Alone. The jockey, 1 pound over. The second race is the race which comes off the turf, and that one goes 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Race 2 is the race which comes off the turf. It will go 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Race 2 is where the early pick 4 begins, and in that second race, scratch the 9, Swift Action, and also take out the also eligibles 13 through 16. Again, scratch the 9, Swift Action, and take out the also eligibles 13, 14, 15, and 16. Third race, scratch number 9, Kiss Away, and take out the also eligibles 13, 14, and 15. Scratch the 9, Kiss Away, as well as 13, 14, and 15. Contrary to the program, number 3, Outcome, is a gelding. Contrary to the program, number 3, Outcome, is a gelding. Fourth race is where the pick 6 begins, $41,014, the carryover for the pick 6. Overweight, the 6, Jill Babe, the jockey, 1 pound over. Number 6, Jill Babe, the jockey, 1 pound over. Race 5. Race 5 is the start of the late pick 5. It's also where the Keeneland Turf pick 3 begins, made up of races 5, 7, and 9. Contrary to the program, the rail on the turf course is at 20 feet. Scratch number 5, Into the Sunrise. Scratch number 5, Into the Sunrise. Sixth race is the start of the late pick 4. In that sixth race, scratch the 2, Suggestive Honor. Scratch number 2, Suggestive Honor. As a result of that scratch, no superfecta on race 6. Jockey change for part of entry, number 1, Final Cut, James Graham. Part of entry, number 1, Final Cut, jockey will be James Graham. Seventh race, the featured Rude and Riddle Dowager. Again, the rail at 20 feet on the turf course. There are no changes in that seventh race. No scratches, no jockey changes in race 7. Eighth race has no changes at this time. Ninth and final race, there is a carryover for the Toyota Super High 5, $9,471. Again, contrary to the program, the rail at 20 feet on the turf course today. Scratch number 9, Boccia. Also scratch 14, Mizanash, 15, Freedom Bound, and 16, Lake Barkley. Once again, scratch number 9, Boccia, and scratch the 14, Mizanash, the 15, Freedom Bound, and the 16, Lake Barkley. Please note, number 13, Gladys, draws into the race. Those are the current program changes. Time now to check in with Scott Hazelton.
Very happy Sunday to you, Kurt Becker. And for those of you joining us here on course at Keeneland, and for those of you joining us at home, we've got a really nice 9-race card ahead of us. Main track listed as muddy for the time being. We'll see if that changes and dries out as the afternoon goes on. And the turf course, once again, listed as good. And that's where the feature will be run at, on the turf course with the rail set at 20 feet. It is the Grade 3 Rudin Riddle Dowager Stakes. There are no scratches in this race. Luck money, the lukewarm 3-1 morning line favorite. You've got Laloon making her second start in the UK with all of her stamina out of the Ed Von barn with Adam Beskica in the saddle. I Hear You for Bradley Thoroughbreds, the number 2 horse. She's coming back for a second run this meet. She was a winner at the beginning of the meet back on October 10th. So really looking forward to the Rudin Riddle Dowager Stakes, that Grade 3 feature. It'll go off at approximately 4:12 Eastern Time. As far as carryovers today, we've got 2 significant ones that we want to point towards. The Pick 6 carryover, over $41,000. Make sure you take note of that. That starts with race number 4 here today at Keeneland Racecourse. And then also in the 9th and final race, the $1 Toyota Super High 5 carries from yesterday over $9,400, $9,471 to be exact. We are just 18 minutes away from kicking off this 9-race card here today at Keeneland. Race number 1 is made up of 2-year-olds in for a $50,000 claiming price, and they'll be sprinting 6 furlongs. It does start the early pick 5, as well as first double and pick 3 opportunities of the afternoon. There is one scratch of the one. Vidal brings it down to a field of 5. Old Town Road, the number 5 horse, make it Tyler Gaffleone. That's a rider change on the number 5 horse for Wesley Ward, son of Classic Empire. Broke his maiden for 50 on debut at Churchill back in the springtime in May. After that, he sent him up to Belterra in Ohio, Belterra Park, and was a winner by 3 lengths. So this is a colt that is 2 for 2. He's a son of the 2-year-old champion Classic Empire, who was a Grade 1 winner at the age of 3 in the Arkansas Derby. So a solid pedigree, and getting back into a $50,000 level here in the Kentucky circuit makes sense, and that's why he sits at 3-5. A lot to like about this runner, minus the price, of course, which is short at 3-5, but that's what you get when you've got a Wesley Ward runner being aggressively spotted. The number 4 horse is the second choice for me. That's What the Connection for John Ennis, a connector colt who broke his maiden on debut. Then they took a big swing in the Grade 3 Bashford Manor in June at Churchill Downs. That was going 6 furlongs, same distance that he'll be traveling here today, but he was just simply outclassed. He comes back to the $50,000 level and in for a tag for the first time in his career, and they'll take the blinkers off. Sophie Doyle was a winner yesterday in the opener, defeating a Wesley Ward runner. Maybe that was 2 days ago, but regardless, she was able to spring that upset against a Wesley Ward runner that was a pretty hot favorite, so we'll see if she can do it again here today at odds of 9-2. And then the number 3 horse, Suburban Court for trainer Bill Morey, 2-time winner in 5 starts. He's been a win, an all-or-nothing sort of horse. Win or be well beaten is kind of his theme. And when he wins, it's when he's out on the front end and can get clear. Not sure if he can do that, but you still got to respect him dropping in for 50 off of that 9 1/4 length win at Mountaineer. So we'll see if he can maybe show a new dimension and be able to finish a bit more if he does not make the lead. But if he does, he can get brave. That's been his MO. He'll open up on him and just keep on going. So we'll see if he makes the lead or not here today in race number 1. Once again, double, exacta, trifecta, pick 3, the early pick 5 available here in race number 1 as we're closing in on post time for this Sunday card.
Horses are entering the track for Keeneland's first race. 2-year-olds with a $50,000 claiming price. 6 furlongs over the main track listed muddy. Scratch number 1, Vidal. Scratch the 1, Vidal. No superfecta as a result on the first race. Jockey for the 5, Old Town Road, is Tyler Gaffalione. Tyler Gaffalione rides 5, Old Town Road. Weight is okay. Overweight, the 6, Come Alone. Jockey 1 pound over. Number 6, Come Alone, the jockey 1 pound over. First race starts the first of the day is rolling doubles and pick 3s. It is also the start of the early pick 5. The main track is muddy. A reminder, race 2 is off the turf. Race 2 is off the turf, and it will go 5.5 furlongs on the main track. With that said, races 5, 7, and 9 remain on the turf, and the turf is listed good, rail at 20 feet today. Main track muddy, first post, less than 5 minutes away.
Here on the front side, getting ready for the opener on this Sunday card. Small field. They'll be going 6 furlongs. We're going to start with the 2-horse King of Truth. Was really ready to get out onto the track for trainer Wesley Ward. This is 1 of 2 for Wesley in this race. Joel Rosario takes the call. You're getting a solid price on King of Truth, just like the way that he acted, the son of Into Mischief, who broke his maiden going long at Belterra Park. Go over to the 4-horse, What's the Connection? Another horse that looks solid on the class drop, colt by Connect. Like his appearance out here as he sits at 7-2. They'll take the blinkers off with Sophie Doyle. We'll see if Sophie can win another opener this week here at Keeneland Racecourse and spring an upset versus a Wesley Ward-trained runner. As Wesley's got the favorites in here, the 5-horse Old Town Road with Tyler Gaffalione. Even money on the board right now. Undefeated son of Classic Empire. That's the number 5-horse Old Town Road for Colonel Stables. So we'll see if he's able to keep this thing rolling. These horses, not one particular one stands out. They all look pretty even from a physical standpoint, in my opinion, as we approach post time. Just 3 minutes to get those wagers in.